Well, hi everybody, it's Mindy here, and it's time to do our weekly wrap-up for week 2 of the live trial for the new EA that I'm developing. And so today was day 5 of week 2. So we'll kind of be doing a little analysis of the day, but more importantly, we'll be doing an analysis of the week. So anyway, I'm starting on the screen that shows all of the current open positions. And I'm doing that today for a reason, because I wanted to show you something. I would like for you to take a good look right here at the negative PL for how the market actually closed. So the market is now closed, and it's showing negative $1,309 in the profit and loss column of the open positions almost all day today. The negative PL here was running between a negative $945 to negative $967, right in that negative $950 range. And now we see that it's negative 1,309. Now nothing changed. No additional trades went in, and very few trades came out today. So it is something that I want to make you aware of. Now the difference is because at the end of the trading week, just like at the end of the trading day, the spreads on all of the pairs widen. And so what that does is that causes a larger difference between the buy trades and the sell trades that I have in. The buy price is a little higher and the sell price is a little lower because of the spread. But when you have a number of trades like we do in this account, it really adds up. So in this case, it's running about $400 higher right now than what it really was, while the market was open and running. And I did some screenshots just so I'd be able to show you. And so I'll go through those right now. Right at 3:45, 15 minutes before the market closed, I noticed the profit and loss total take a big jump. Like I said, it had been running about $950 negative, and it jumped up to 1,008. So what I did is I grabbed the screen recorder and made a screenshot of that. And then after that, what I did is I made continual screenshots, one about every 30 seconds or so, as I saw changes in the PL. At 3:46, the balance was negative 1,027. At 3:48, 1,030. At 3:50, it jumped up to 1,037, and then 1,041 at 3:53. At 3:55, it jumped up to 1,066, and then at 3:56, 1,069. And at 3:57, 1,082, and then 1,109 at 3:58, 1,117 a little later in 3:58, 1,126, then 1,179 at 3:59, and then 1,228. And then it ended the day at $1,309 negative. But I wanted to show you how the spreads widen at the end of the trading day, and especially at the end of the trading week, and how it starts about 15 minutes before the end of the day, and it accelerates as it gets closer to 4 o'clock. Which in Kansas City for me is when the forex market closes. So back to our wrap up for today. There were very few trades today that went in, and very few that came out. But I am ready, for the trades to come out. What I've done is I've gone in and I've created a lot of the fixer trades that I need to find in the account, and they're all sitting here ready and waiting to fill when the price hits the price point that's needed to make these orders become trades so that they can fix these situations up here in the open positions. Not much happened today. It was a very slow day in the market, but you can see that currently on the live account and the demo account, the balances are reasonably close together, only about $100 difference, but the number of trades that is currently open in the demo account is actually higher. It has probably, 10 or 12 more open positions than the live account does, because a lot of the trades that are picking up in the demo account are not picking up in the live account. But when we go to the account history for the two accounts, what we see is that today was just a pathetic day for the live account, and it was not much better for the demo account. But one thing that I want to show you that really is unique, it does not happen all the time. We had a trade in the live account, and it was this trade right here that actually closed for a slippage loss. And I know that I've tried to explain slippage to you before, and it's really hard to explain it until you can actually see it happen. Now, this trade in the live account did have a counterparty trade in the demo account, and it would be this trade right here. Now, you can see that the prices do not open up at exactly the same number in the demo and the live account. In the live account, this trade opened at 85.673, and in the demo account, it opened at 85.625. Okay? But the fact of the matter is the trade was profitable because it had a profit stop on it. And this live account had a profit stop that was protecting about 5 pips of profit. And it also had a profit target set at 85.87. But when you look over here at the price where the trade closed, it closed at 80.601, which is essentially a 7.2 pip loss. And you're going, well, how did that happen? Because it ultimately closed for negative $6.59. Well, I'm going to show you how that happened, because what I did is I went in and I opened up the tick data for this trade. Now, you're probably wondering, well, what's tick data? Well, tick data is the actual prices that happen second by second in the forex market. And this chart is kind of hard to see, but each one of these little black dots essentially is where the price transacted trades. And anyway, the chart doesn't go back to the left far enough to show you where I entered the trade, but the original entry on the trade was at a price point right here of like 85.67, right? And that happened way to the left. It would have happened way over here if the chart went back to the left far enough. But after the trade entered, the price went up, and it eventually went up high enough for the profit stop to go on to the trade. And then it actually, at some point back here off the chart where you can't see, but I marked it on the chart, the highest price that the actual price got to after the trade entered was right here at 85.82, and the profit target was just about 5 pips higher up here at 85.87. Now it never reached the profit target, but it did reach a price right here of 85.82, and at that moment in time, you know, my trade was nicely profitable. It was, 82 minus 67 is about 15 pips profitable at this point right here. But the profit target was up here, so it didn't hit that, and I did not move the stop up. Well, what happened is the price was going along kind of above the profit target, came down and almost touched the profit target. If it had touched the profit stop, it would have closed the trade right here for the 5 pips of profit, right? But it didn't stop out and the price went back up. But here, right here, what happened is we had one of those big unexplained moves in the market, right? Where there was a tick data point right there, and then there was another tick data point right here with nothing in between them, and then the next tick data point that shows up is right here. And so what happened is the computer's instruction at the broker's server to close my trade said, if you have a price of 85.72, close the trade. There was no tick data price at 85.72. So what the broker's computers do, if you have said that you want to stop out of your trade and they cannot find a tick point to close you at the number that you want, they give you the next available number. And the next available number was right down here at 85.60. So this is where my trade closed. Even though I had requested to close the trade up here when it was a profit, instead what happened, it closed, but it closed for a loss. And this is called slippage. And it does happen on live accounts. Not very often, and this is pretty dramatic slippage. Usually when you see slippage, you'll see it for like 1/10 or 2/10 of a pip. You rarely see it more than 1 full pip or 2 full pips, but sometimes you can see it be fairly significant. And $6.59 of slippage, which was really about $12 of slippage, 12 pips of slippage, because it was not supposed to close here for break even. It was supposed to close up here for about a $5 profit. But instead of closing for a $5 profit, it closed here for about a $7 loss. Okay? So anyway, that's what slippage is, and that's what it looks like. But when we go over to the trade that went in the demo account, what we see is that the stop loss, the profit stop number, was 85.68.5, and the price where the trades closed, where this trade closed in the demo account, was exactly the same, 85.68.5, because a demo account does not give you slippage. It just gives you whatever number you have asked for. And I've tried to explain that before, but this is a perfect example of how slippage will affect a live account and does not affect a demo account. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because I thought it was kind of interesting. Okay, so anyway, the summary for this week is that we really did not have a very good week. We had several days this week that were just very slow, and then we had the one day that was very fast, and the EA wasn't set right for those kind of market conditions. So what happened is we picked up all those hedges, and now it's going to take time to work out. But if we go back on the calendar and just take a look at all of the trades that we closed during the week, what we're going to do is get both of these calendars back to where they're showing the whole week. Now what we see when we scroll down the list is we had a nice number of trades this week, better than the first week, right? And overall the demo account closed $481, but the live account over the course of the week only closed $239, which really, even that wouldn't be that bad if we did not have all of those hedged sets in there that's really weighing us down at the moment. But like I've said before, that negative PL in the negative PL column is temporary. So what we know is the account will go back into the positive, very soon, probably, in the next few trading days. So anyway, that's the wrap up for this week. And it was kind of a disappointing week, all in all, for me. But that's okay, because that's why we're testing the EA. And to get a good test on the EA, we really have to do it in a live account. And I am willing to do that. And I'm also willing to share the results with you, whether they're good or whether they're bad. But so anyway, this weekend what I'll do is I'll get back on the drawing board, work on how I have the settings arranged in the EA to try to minimize some of these hedges from taking effect. And then this next week we're also going to start trying to work with the settings to start maximizing the profits. So when we have trades that close, what we're going to do this next week is try to figure out how to set up everything in the EA so that our overall average close number will be larger. So that's our chore for next week, and I'll just leave it there. But thanks for watching, everybody, and come back next week. And if you do want more information on how you can learn to trade without taking losses in your forex account, check out my website, www.mindyyost.com. See you next week. Bye-bye.